Are you facing an issue with your custom component in Angular? It can be really frustrating when things don't work as expected. Today, we're going to tackle a common problem: reinitializing a form group from a parent component and the errors that can arise. I totally understand how annoying it is when you get an error message that seems to come out of nowhere. You're not alone in this. Many developers encounter similar issues when working with reactive forms in Angular. Here's the specific situation we're looking at. One user reported an error when reinitializing their form group. They received a message saying, "There is no FormControl instance attached to FormControl element with name selected company." Does this sound familiar? Let's dive into the details. So, what could be causing this error? When you reinitialize a form group, Angular needs to ensure that all controls are properly linked. If the controls are not set up correctly, you might encounter this error. Let's break it down step by step. And stick around. At the end of this video, I'll share a crucial tip that can help you avoid this issue in the future. To resolve the issue with the FormControl instance, the user should first ensure that the form group is properly reinitialized each time the modal opens. This can be done by resetting the form group in the component's lifecycle method. Next, the user should check if the custom component is correctly implementing the control value accessor interface. This ensures that the custom component can communicate with the form group properly. The user should also verify that the custom component is correctly binding the value and updating the form control. This involves implementing the right value and register on change methods. Finally, the user should ensure that the form is being reset correctly when the modal is reopened. This can be done by calling the reset method on the form group. Fun fact: did you know that Angular's reactive forms are like a well-organized library? If you don't put the books back in the right place, finding them later can be a real hassle. Now, let's look at the answers provided by other users. An alternative solution involves a workaround using a flicker effect to reset the form controls. The user sets a Boolean variable called flicker to true, which temporarily hides the form. They then reinitialize the form group and use a timeout to set flicker back to false after a short delay. This forces the form controls to destroy and reinitialize themselves. The user notes that this is a temporary hack, but it works for their use case where forms need to be reopened and edited. They also mention a more efficient method using change detection to achieve the flicker effect without a timeout. Here's the tip I promised. Always ensure that your form group is properly initialized and linked to your components. This will save you a lot of headaches down the line. And there you have it. With these steps, you should be able to resolve the issue with your custom component. Remember, proper initialization is key. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe for more tips and tricks.